Christmas, and then tomorrow we're hosting some DJs for the Halloween Tiki Oasis,
Arizona
DJ
Oasis event.
Stately Wayne Manor and
DJ
Harley Quinn.
Big fun.
Super excited about that.
Pretty cool. Did a test the other day. Actually worked out very well. I think it's going to be pretty neat.
I know. So that's going to be fun. And then we have a new video Friday, and Glendora will be here Saturday. So
hello,
Lorice. Oh, good. Oh, Lorice and Fred, thank you. I'm so glad you were able to connect.
Yes. I mean, something's happening. Well, when you start to connect and it's just like, we don't recognize your RGMP protocol. Oh, God. I'm like, yeah, not the right time. Just want to point that out.
You know what? It just puts me in the mood for a drink. Good thing I have a shaker right here.
We have a like from Jeremy. Hello, Jeremy.
Hello, Jeremy. Yep. Good to see you.
I can see all your likes. I'll see what's happening on the tube. I don't think we're live on YouTube yet, are we?
Yeah, hit the...
Oh, yeah, okay, there we go. It said coming.
Hopefully.
But,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what's going on.
Interesting things.
We've got a like.
Got a like already. Huh.
Hello.
If we're not actually live, then good.
Hello. Okay.
Hey.
Well, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Good to see everyone. All right.
Yeah, gang's all here.
Whew. Got through that. It's time for a drink.
All right. I'm going to get rid of some superfluous panels here, and if you want to start mixing, that would be a wise thing.
I think that's a great idea. Yeah. I'm going to just look at my my recipe here real quick.
Hello to Julie.
For my first drink. Wait, what? Okay.
There it is.
Hi, Julie. Good to see you.
So,
all right.
What do you got?
I just want to make sure. I wrote this out this morning, so I just want to make sure. Okay.
Okay. So anyway, once again, this
is
the Stephen King happy hour.
Yes. We have a number of drinks inspired by Stephen King films, and my first drink of the evening is simply called Christine.
What else?
So pardon me while I grab the vodka.
Shall we do so?
All right.
We're referring specifically to the movies. We've watched a number of these things recently. I have never read the books. And
I want to respect you Stephen King fans out there who hate the movies. I know
understand that's...
I know that's a thing.
You know, a really great book seldom makes a great movie. That's just sort of a given. It's occasionally one of these things, which is actually quite a good novel, does have a great adaptation.
But having grown up on the movies...
about the movies.
So, Christine...
We, after all, run a video show, not a blog. So we're liable to talk about the movies, folks.
Exactly. So, any Christine fans out there? I love Christine.
You know, it's not a great picture.
Really?
But I thought it was actually pretty well done.
I thought it was an Academy Award contender.
Something extraordinarily reminiscent of Halloween, starting with the director. And then the fact that he actually reused a lot of the locations and like the neighborhoods he used as location for Halloween. So I was like, oh, that's kind of fun.
You can get the cork back in this.
I'll do my best, but this thing's a pain.
It really is.
Got a pound
It's a great bottle for Halloween.
Skull splitter.
It's a perfect decanter for Halloween. But
well, this place is back here.
Cork is a business.
It's a
Pardon my
dirty
language.
word is what it is. Hello to Kathy.
Hello.
No,
a tropical storm tomorrow. Oh my God.
Oof. Hi, Jenny. Thanks for the likes.
Hi. Yep. Thank you.
Louise grew up on the books. Yeah, I knew kids were reading the books in junior high school and all that. They looked intense.
Yep.
They really did.
Also, V.C. Andrews was a big one when we were cutting our teeth.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Sandy and Jerry, John, Brent.
Yep.
Hello.
Definitely.
There's more. Amy, hi. Yes. Kathy.
It's catching up there.
Joe.
I was wondering, are we invited to tomorrow night? Is that an invite thing? Do you have to buy something? What do you have to do?
Marty, are you watching? If you're watching, please drop the link. Or if you could drop the link, Paul.
I could actually do that.
Okay, we'll drop the link. I'm not sure how one logs onto that.
First thing we want to do is drop the link to the Spotify playlist.
There you go.
Let's actually get
okay, but yes, we will find out for you. So, okay, Christine. You know, it's a red 1958 Plymouth Fury. So I thought this should be red and have Fury. So I chose some Campari. So 2 ounces of vodka, a ½ ounce Campari, and then I'm going to add cherry juice because, you know, cherry
red.
Cherry. So if you don't mind passing me the cherry juice, I would appreciate it. Thank you. I only have black cherry juice, which is going to probably modify the redness of this drink, but First world problems. Half ounce of cherry juice. Oh, it's like an angry red, which is perfect for Christine.
Kind of perfect for Christine. Christine is pretty vengeance prone.
Yeah, she really
from the
is.
get-go. You really don't have any idea in the movie why the car is killing people.
Why the car's so angry. Well,
apparently,
yeah, well, there's a whole story about the girl being choked in the car and stuff, like the car choking the girl. And
yeah, which happens again during the picture to the girlfriend. And apparently in the book, there's this whole thing where the original owner like goes nuts and he starts like getting obsessed, and that affects the car. Well, that didn't translate to the movie. So to truly,
okay, it is still red. Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right. Good.
Like
so Christine is red. I'm so excited about that. So my idea was that it should have lemon, because the car lemon.
Got a lemon.
I just cracked myself up.
Yeah.
But Paul used up the last lemon and didn't tell me, so I've got lime.
My fault.
But
sorry,
anyway.
not sorry.
So anyway, you would ordinarily use lemon juice in Christine.
Lemon, well, of course. We're going to write it out as lemon. So when you make it,
exactly.
Make sure you get some lemons.
So I could use some ice.
Oh yeah, ice bucket.
Oh, it's over there.
All over there. Yeah. Gotta get it.
All right. So this was 2 ounces. Christine, 2 ounces of vodka, a half ounce Campari, a half ounce.
I'll get your ice in.
Black cherry juice, and a half ounce fresh lemon juice. Let's see what we think of Christine. Okay. You could do red rimming sugar for this too.
Any way that I can actually get to our playlist so I can do this on people?
Oh yeah, here.
Where's the idiot button? I tell you,
Right here.
sometimes I'm missing the idiot button. Oh, there's the idiot button. Here's the idiot button. Got it.
Were you pointing at me?
No, it's pointing at me. You're making it happen. I couldn't find it.
All right, hold on. It's a few steps to get there.
Okay.
All right. Nope, you're in the wrong place. Go back to your.
Well, what happened?
You jumped on me while I was doing it.
There we go.
Here.
There we go.
Okay.
Very good. And I can just
there
copy.
we go.
I can copy this. No, I copy this.
Copy link.
This link. Bear with us, folks. I got this. I'm going to drop the Spotify playlist on you. It's a lot of fun. You put together a great one this week.
Yes, food color. Oh, Keith, that's so sweet. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, I need a cocktail glass.
There we go. Oh, yes. A chilled, perhaps?
Yes, please.
Well, coming your way.
If you don't mind.
I don't mind at all.
Thank you.
I hope I put them in there, and I did.
Steen. 2 ounces of vodka, half ounce Campari, half ounce black cherry juice, half ounce fresh lemon juice.
Spotify playlist also up here on YouTube, and we have a bunch of messages.
Chappies!
Oh, hey, Devin's here.
Devin, hello. Yay.
Hello.
Data girl.
And her,
okay, we got to catch up.
And her mother used to read Pet Sematary to her when she was 5.
Mm.
Ow! That's a great thing for kids.
That's hilarious. That reminds me of, Paul's heard this story before. My 6th grade teacher read the Amityville Horror aloud to the class.
There's like a grapefruit taste to that. There's no grapefruit in
there? Yeah, there's no grapefruit.
Strange but true.
It's good.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, that's a fun thing to read to the kids too, And then the wall started bleeding, that kind of stuff.
Oh my gosh, hilarious. Oh, thank you, Devin.
Yeah.
Aw.
Super, super.
Yes, Chappie's Tiki Bar. Aloha.
So nice to see you.
Yay.
I think we still have Junkie Dead. Excellent.
Yay. Okay, good.
Hello. Hey,
Pat,
we're
happy
back.
Birthday.
Awesome. Yeah, happy birthday to you. Big fun, big fun.
And John. Sometimes dead's better.
Yep, sometimes dead's better.
That's it. You gotta do it. Sometimes dead's better.
Yep, sometimes. Yeah, I remember.
Like a zombie variation.
I remember John's comment on the movie at the time, which I didn't see at the time, although we just saw it again last night, which was, that just recurs. Yep, sometimes dead's better. Yep, sometimes dead's better. He says, for about the 5th time he said, it's like, we get it already!
Sometimes dead's better.
You shouldn't reanimate things. Of course, the protagonist completely ignores the advice that comes from beyond the grave, the kid he tried to save. It's like, when the dead start speaking to you and giving you messages that look like, I'm trying to tell you something, maybe you want to listen, fool?
Oh my god.
Just saying. Certainly in a Stephen King picture. But they don't. No, he just proceeds in like breakneck pace, goes nuts like the rest of them.
I feel as though, well, there was a lot of Budweiser product placement in Pet Sematary.
Yeah, there was.
Trying to think of the correct drink for that, but I think a zombie variation.
Luis is noting that the Carrie book is terrifying. Yeah, well, like
Hi, Tim.
He works psychological horror like few do. So yeah, that's the thing. And of course, there's all this like sort of like ickiness around sexuality happening there, and just the creepiness of the kids and all that. And the picture, the picture is creepy. And the picture is just there's like a genuine sadness at the center of this picture. That at the point where like she's finally sort of like feeling accepted by people, then like hideous things happen. And of course, it's like, oh well, I guess you all get to die. And I think, that's what you get. Don't mess around with Carrie. So, but what the heck? Rolls for a self-driving car.
Yes, hello. And Lisa, hi. Yay.
Thanks to Donna for some thanks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I actually enjoyed Christine. It's not a great kind of picture. Some plot holes that large enough to drive a 58 Fury through. Yeah, pretty much. But I think that part of that was just leaving things out.
I think Christine's hilarious.
And I know that you make a movie, you gotta sort of make some cuts here and there, but there were certain things that make a lot more sense if you have that detail, like the fact that the guy who owns the garage is smuggling cigarettes, and our protagonist is participating in such activity.
Thank you, Janice.
That might explain why the guy who owns the garage who actually supports the kid gets killed. Otherwise, it's like these people are these and is trying to kill the girlfriend. Is like she's supportive of it. So what's that all about?
We've both had a lot of cinema classes, so I started to I'll watch one of these movies and then I'll go to sleep, and then like my mind starts working on it, and the next morning I'm like, I want to do like the film class thing. I was doing it with Pet Sematary this morning with the little girl and how she's left at the end. When, spoiler alert, both of the parents get it.
Yeah.
And, she's with her grandparents in Chicago. And I'm thinking like, oh, you mean the same grandparents who left their daughter home alone with her insane, dying sister. Yeah, I don't know. It was, I had a whole PhD thesis going.
Oh, yeah. I got some likes from Adam. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Yay.
Excellent.
Thank you for joining us.
Got good thumbs on the outfits from Janice. Thank you.
Thank you.
It is awesome. Yep.
Sometimes. So I sometimes it's better.
Wednesday's best couple for a fun night. Thank you.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you.
I'm catching up here because I was backing up.
Dennis, hello, Michael.
No, Amy.
Oh no.
Well, you need a drink.
Yeah, you do need a drink.
But you have no power. But apparently you have plenty of ice. Maybe you're not so bad off.
Yeah, you need one of those Beach Bum Berry ice cones.
Yeah, really.
Go out and collect the ice. And
make the cone in the glass.
Make yourself
away you go. Big fun.
Drink.
Hello, Dennis. Do you say hello, Dennis?
I did,
Michael.
but I'll say it again.
Amy.
Hello.
Jeremy's here for real.
Hey.
But definitely. You should always listen to Fred Gwynn. Yeah, seriously. If you can't take it from Herman,
hello. Yay. Okay, good. This is fun.
Hey, it's going.
All right.
Character sadness and pig's blood. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously.
Yep.
And Larissa says, "What do the movie writers depend on you to have read the damn book in order to fill in the plot holes?" Sometimes you think,
they don't care.
They don't really care.
They don't care.
They don't care.
They're just cranking out blockbusters. Really,
that's the
thing.
Care. Does it work? Does it work? That's the thing. And
Stephen King probably cares.
I believe his opinion on the movies was that they were all terrible. And then he decided to direct one himself, which was Maximum Overdrive, which is not very well regarded. So I know
it's not as easy as it looks.
Maybe he still couldn't make one,
could he? Film, but
I think the simple fact is that some of them are highly entertaining, even if they're not terrific pictures, like aforementioned Christine. I thought that Cujo, which really seriously lacks some pith, does have a lot of intensity to it, and a film that could actually make that much out of like the claustrophobia of a Ford Pinto. Something innovative about that. But
it's funny to me how good some of the performances are in some of these movies and how bad some of the performances are. It's really there's a wide range.
There really is. And then you have something which I believe at the time was not considered that great, but I think has aged really well, which is The Shining.
I love The Shining.
That has a lot of fans. No matter what happens with it, no matter the peculiarities of its director, it comes off. I think it comes up very well. I'm sure the book is 10 times that, and certainly for that.
You know, John is joining us late. We have not.
No.
We talked about this earlier. Yeah. We're like, don't pummel us. I know the book's better. I'm sure the book's better.
I'm certain the book is better.
The book's better.
A really great novel does not typically make a great movie.
Right.
You have to leave too much out.
Yep.
And you have to make compromises. Occasionally, somebody will actually make enough judicious cuts that it stands on its own, and that's great. But I think the concerted opinion is that, you know, kind of a mediocre novel or like a short story might make a great movie because you can flesh it out and you can do cinematic things with it.
You know, I'm thinking about The Shining, for example, and thinking that I'm sure the book goes into the Shining more, you know, like he's got The Shining, but
that whole business. They
don't really delve deeply into that. They just delve into Jack Nicholson going nuts.
Yep.
You know? And then the Grady twins, you know, like, which are, what a great segue for you to make a drink.
Perhaps I'll make a drink.
The Grady twins.
Do I have a champagne flute? Yes, I do. Well, hello then.
You're going to need more. I got a couple of champagne drinks coming up.
I am going to grab an ice cube in there and let that idle for a second while we talk about the Grady's. You know, they're a lot of fun, and they certainly do make that. And then, of course, there's just those rivers of blood coming at you, which is something else. They have a unique creepiness, and they recur. And, of course, they're, again, your sort of ghostly apparitions that guide you through the picture. Because you get the kid who sees these things.
Amy's saying, read The Stand. Okay. I've been going through books in the pandemic, like plowing through at least 1 week. So I'm taking suggestions.
Yeah, we will definitely do.
Oh yeah, I still love The Shining too, Lisa. I could watch that movie at least once a year. I don't watch it every week, but
I reckon it's one of those that we ought to just own and have on hand. And I will say, among other things, brilliant score from Wendy Carlos, whom I've begun appreciating a lot more in recent years. For John's purposes, I was listening to a Wendy album called Sonic Seasonings, which is really cool. Having a lot of fun with that. So, but Shani has great stuff. I think within a couple of years also did the score to Tron, if I'm not mistaken. I remember seeing that.
Oh my gosh, Larice. The book was so terrifying that you had to read it in the yard during the day. Oh my God.
Book in the freezer. That's
well, since I tend to wake up in the middle of the night and read, that'll be fun.
I'm thinking of disturbing things that we've seen recently where I was waking up in the middle of the night saying, I want to stay in bed. I really want to stay here.
Well, last night there was this bizarre knocking outside. It was raining, but I've never heard that knocking sound before.
And as it turns out, it was the drip on the sill. And since we have new sills.
Oh, we have new windows. That's why.
We have new windows.
Okay.
So there was a drip, and it was hitting the sill exactly there, and it was literally like tick tock, you know, Edgar Allan Poe. And I thought, what the hell is that? But I was too sleepy, and eventually I was like, all right, that's keeping me awake. Took a look outside there, realized what it was, and just cursed it. So.
All right. So you're making the Grady twins.
Let's make the Grady's.
Yay.
Here's the story. Oh wait, that's the Brady's. So.
Grady twins, the Brady's. Yeah.
Grady twins,
it's all the same.
Brady kids. Everybody all the same. All right. So we start with 1.5 ounces of gin. I am breaking this down to 1.5 for two reasons. This is one of these bubbly type drinks, and I want less in there. And this is also higher proof gin. This is 94 proof. If you had an 80 proof gin, you might increase it, but I'd probably stick with 1.5.
I know what you're doing. I'm going to go back to the comments.
I think I do. Oh, Michael has Sonic Seasonings. Yeah, isn't that cool?
Marty, if you're still watching, please drop the link where people can find out how to watch tomorrow night. Yes,
I will try to find that myself because we did have a question earlier from John. I believe that you can all watch the DJ set. We just have to figure out how to get you there. So no worries there, except my ability to find this quickly within, say, the next hour or so.
Yep.
Going to have a 1/3 ounce of blue curacao. This happens to be Giffard Curacao Bleu. And this is great, and we'll give this really nice blue dresses of the twins.
So, if I were doing this, I would do a pink sugar rim. And again, I thought we had pink sugar.
But we didn't.
But apparently that went by the wayside. So, I find these things out 20 minutes before we're live. So
let's see. Did I want to put something else on there? I want some bitters of some kind. What do you think?
Well, if you don't want to change the color, I would stick to either the ginger or a citrus bitters.
How about the citrus bitters from the set?
Okay.
Small bottle. I am completely spacing the manufacturer
Hella.
again. Hella, thank you.
I don't know where they are.
That box is on top, I believe. I actually do like the... It was in there, but definitely. Sorry, folks. I would have gotten them out if I'd known. Hello, Chrissy. Hello, Peter.
You know what? How about something else?
Okay.
How about some nice orange or lemon or grapefruit bitters?
I want to find these bitters.
They're just buried. They're rearranged.
Oh, here we are.
Oh, you found them? See?
Don't do that. Crowded in here.
Oh, gosh. Hi, David. Oh, this is crazy. Oh, yes. Okay. I'm getting caught up here.
There we go. This is the Hella set. It's a Hella set. You can get this. Is this in our Amazon store?
I'd have to look. We definitely have Hella bitters in the store. I think it's there.
Anyway, this is a set of 5. There is a ginger, orange, aromatic, smoked chili, and citrus. And the ginger is fairly unique, and the citrus, I think, is completely unique. And it's actually a number of different citruses. Citri. And I'm going to give this 3 dashes. I said 3 dashes, yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, okay, you already edited it.
So I just want to punch up that flavor in there, which is the idea. And then you have to top with some bubbles, which I think will make this thing about exactly the correct color of these kids' dresses over here.
Oh, yeah, it'll be the right color.
Should be just well.
You know, they have the little pink bows, so I would do the pink sugar rim, too.
Yeah, that was an excellent idea. And I was unable to find that sugar. I could have done the red rim. We do have red rim.
Red rim.
Yeah, that was a sound.
Oh, my gosh.
Hello, David.
Yes.
Here we go. And I like that sound.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, Janice is... Oh, my gosh. Watching it work. I love it.
Oh, wow. Even better.
Yay.
Fill with bubbles.
That's perfect. The color.
That color is like spot on. How nice. Okay.
I'll just
place this
quality control that.
A little QC.
Yep.
I kind of like it.
It's good. Keep those handy. Keep that champagne handy. I've got some more bubbly drinks coming up.
Right here waiting for you.
Okay. Trying to decide which one I want to do first.
Well, you're still working on this one?
Well,
yeah,
for a minute or two longer.
For a minute or two, and then things move on.
I think I got to do this one.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's the thing. We also watched Misery, and you know, there's that has its own intensity, doesn't it? That works very well as a motion picture.
I have 2 Misery drinks. And I didn't buy Dom Perignon. And if you've seen Misery, you get that gag. Every time he finishes a novel, he has a glass of Dom Perignon and a cigarette. A single lucky strike.
So the serving, of course, is the bottle of Dom, 1 lucky, 1 match, which, you know, drives the whole end of the thing, and it works very well.
I went to the liquor store today thinking, like, there's no way I'm going to be able to buy Dom Perignon. And they didn't even have it. So
there was no way you could buy it.
So there was no way I could buy it there. I probably could have ranged farther and found it, but I wasn't going to pay that kind of money. So we're having Dom Perignon.
Instead.
Dom Perignon.
Yeah. I believe it is actually a Blanc de Blanc. It is actually a French product.
Well, we have a Blanc de Blanc. Yeah. It's just slightly fewer zeros.
Yes, slightly. Maybe more than slightly. Maybe a lot of fewer zeros. Anyway, I think that's more of a single-digit price rather than a double-digit price.
It was barely into the double digits.
Well, think about it that way. Hey, fun.
That's what I like to pay for a bottle that we're going to finish in one night.
Lisa's noting Stan is phenomenal. Made for TV movies. Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I remember as a kid seeing something, well, I think I saw part of this, and we didn't really see the whole thing. There was the version of Salem's Lot for television, if I'm not mistaken. And that creeped out a lot of people in my class. So it's all that vampire stuff. Hovering bloodsuckers.
Hi, Sherry.
Hello. I'm from Connecticut. Hey.
Yay.
So nice to be speaking to you.
Hey.
Oh, and David's watching The Wolfman with Lon. Excellent.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, that's kind of perfect.
Perfect for Halloween.
When the full moon blooms and the wolf, no, full moon, when the moon is full and the wolfbane blooms, is that it? I forget. Now, does that have Maria Uspenskaya, who should tell you about the voodoo on this or anything? I forget. We have a condensed version on Super 8 with sound, which is a lot of fun.
Yep.
But haven't seen it in a bit, so I gotta whip that out.
Creepy theater.
Maybe Creepy Theater will make an appearance in Halloween. I get some time to get that together.
Hopefully it won't be pouring rain.
I would have.
Oh my gosh! If you did it in the front yard,
yeah,
trick-or-treaters could see.
I was about to say, just.
I bet anything to get trick-or-treater.
Put the screen up, show some movies. We can sit out there if it's not too cold, and if it is, I'll put a sweater on.
People think that, like, oh, we're not going to get trick-or-treaters this year. I'm like, oh,
we'll get trick-or-treaters. Those kids like that candy.
Hello, Bossa Nova Life.
Thank you.
Hello. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, but definitely.
Feel free to drop the link to your channel down there so people can watch you guys.
Devin is saying Heidel Reese and says Mrs. being able to do so can't get Facebook to run live streams. Oh, get somebody to fix that. Oh. We're both places. So because we know some people do better with one than the other, and it's like, I don't discriminate. We can go to two platforms. It's good. One of these craps out. Go to the other. Happens to us all the time. So might happen to you and Chuck's. Oh, yes, definitely is Maria. Excellent, good.
Yay.
And Bela. I believe I remember that. And he was in the one we just watched the other day. Was that The Black Cat?
Yes.
Which is funny because he was in another movie called The Black Cat, completely different picture in the 30s. But we saw the 1941 picture of The Black Cat.
Wait,
which
he was
fun.
in that?
He's in the other Black Cat.
No, I know he's in the other Black Cat.
Yeah.
He was in the one we saw.
He was in the one we saw. He was the groundskeeper.
Oh.
Groundskeeper Willie. I was looking. He was pretty well disguised, but that was him.
All right. I like Janice. As scary as I guess, it's a great pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Oh no! Cock. And Linus passes out. So.
I love it. Oh my gosh. Well, speaking of misery, I love misery. I love misery.
Yeah, it's really the movie maker for Kathy Bates. That's the one that really puts her on the top. Yep. And deservedly, like, nails it shut.
She's amazing.
She is a unique combination of, like, truly monstrous and extremely fragile. And she pulls it off. She really does.
I was telling Paul, like, again, actor, I lay there in bed and I'm thinking about how was this performance directed? And I think that she was at turns directed to play it like a child, like a 6-year-old, and also to just have nothing there, which is so creepy. It's so much creepier than if she was like, ah!
Yeah. From time to time, she really blanks out.
Yeah, that's so creepy.
And you think, the whole business was like, I have a gun. I think I need to put bullets in it. It's like, okay, that's it.
Go put bullets in it.
Khan does it well. Man who has to basically be in extreme pain for all that period until he's in much more pain.
God, I just got to chill in my spine.
I really felt.
But what a good segue into my next drink.
I really felt for the sheriff, though. He was like the comic relief character with the wife, and then there he is. He finally figures it out. Bang.
They were so perfect.
King is pretty cruel with his characters. It's like
that's true.
Hey, to think about Pet Sematary, it's like, you killed the baby. You killed the baby. Oh, gee, how could you?
But Zombie Toddler.
I like Zombie Toddler. I guess he needed to get Zombie Toddler. You have to have dead baby. That's going to come up on the text here, and people are going to, what are they talking about? I'm talking about Stephen King. He'll do that. It just seems so cruel. It really does.
But speaking of misery. So my first drink, inspired by Dom Perignon, is I'm calling it Mr. Man. Because when she gets really mad, she's like, Mr. Man. She calls him Mr. Man a few times. So Mr. Man is a champagne cocktail variation. So I'm starting with 1 sugar cube.
Well, Boston Nova is saying happy Wednesday. Hello to you.
Happy Wednesday to you.
We don't like to crash others. Hey, but you're welcome. Hey.
That's
awesome.
Giving you permission.
Glad to see.
So, Mr. Man,
And
one sugar cube.
Comment on that in a minute. But anyway.
Ordinarily, if you're making a champagne cocktail, you would use Angostura bitters to soak your sugar cube. I'm using liquid smoke.
About 4 drops, it looks like.
Yep.
Let's see.
So we want to saturate our sugar cube.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking of his Lucky Strikes, which, yuck.
Flick. Well, it's just one, and only at the conclusion of
but
the
I mean,
novel.
but Lucky Strikes in general.
Lucky's in general have a
unique.
No, they have an earned reputation as coffin nails.
Yes.
Yeah, they've got that. When I worked in a store eons ago and I was selling such things, I'd always have these guys coming in, give me a pack of Luckies. It's like, oh, wow. Yeah. Apparently you need those.
Larissa says that's exactly her character in the book.
Yeah.
I got to read that book.
Good. Oh, and he kills kids all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great guy. Great guy, that king. It's a real card. But I suppose that's part of the thing. I mean, in the motion picture literature, it's difficult to kill kids because it seems like against
people
code.
Generally don't want to see that.
People don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. Oh, it's particularly like the baby is like, oh, it's cruel. It's just cruel.
It is cruel. It's horrible.
I
but
don't
he
know.
does it. So.
I don't. Life is cruel, but I don't need to see that on my screen. Anyway, however,
Mr. Man,
Zombie
Mr. Man. So you take 1 sugar cube, soak it in a few drops of liquid smoke, and then fill with your champagne, your Dom Perignon.
There you go. Champagne cocktail.
Yes.
Champagne smoky cocktail.
It's essentially a champagne cocktail with. Wow! Look at that. Look at that foam.
A lot of foam from all that smokiness. I'm thinking that fits into a lot of Stephen King pictures involve things ending up in conflagration. Think about Christine ends up in complete flames and it's like the flaming vengeance car. Think about
I love that
Pet
scene,
Sematary where they burn 2 houses down. Wasn't there something? And Carrie, of course, like deals in blood and fire. I'm thinking that
writing that PhD thesis.
Isn't there other things? He's got recurring themes, and I was also noticing in Christine again. You've got the guy who's got the back brace, and in Pet Sematary you have the sister with scoliosis.
No, she has spinal meningitis.
Meningitis. Yeah, thank you.
Scoliosis doesn't turn you insane.
Meningitis may or may not.
Well, it turned her insane. So this is Mr. Man, and I don't know if you can see, but the sugar cube is giving it up. It's really like
it's fizzing
like crazy.
Oh yeah.
So
cavitation points. Telling you.
Exactly. So, you know what? I'm just gonna top it because I can.
Because I can do that. We have a comment from Duke about the vinyl lineup behind us, saying it's amazing.
Thank you
very much. So what do we got here? Well, this is a diversion for a moment from the King bit, but we're still talking about Stephen King. We have
This is good.
This wall unit behind us we built because there was nothing there. And while we're building it, she says to me, can you make those pockets like large enough for an LP? It's like, yeah, that's a good idea. So this is...
There's one thing we have a lot of. It's records.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 3. So you get 18 pockets. So that means we can put 9 LP covers up there.
9 at a time.
With other things. Or you could put 18 with nothing else. So from the top up, you probably can see I Was a Teenage Mummy featuring the A-Bones. Looks like this is a fake motion picture soundtrack. No, there's a real movie actually involved, which involves the A-Bones.
Yep.
And it's all A-Bones stuff on Norton Records. Awesome. Great stuff. Forget where I found that, but glad we got it. Flight 9 from Outer Space. This was issued, I believe, around 1978, and it is actually the dialogue track from the movie. It's the entire movie on a record.
Really?
This is what this is.
I've heard you put it on, but I didn't realize it was the entire movie.
They just play through the whole thing. It's kind of dumb to have a movie on a record, except this was a period right before you could just buy it on videotape, so that's what that was all about. And it's not much of a record, but it's fun.
Okay, Marty, if you could drop the link for tomorrow night, Marty, that would be amazing.
Got a comment to bring this right up to the camera.
Okay, yeah. It's still giving it off. There we go.
Condensation away and see if I can get that going. Hey.
I can't tell. It's not.
We're not there yet.
It's behind. It's behind the.
Yeah, we got a lag here.
We got a lag, so.
We'll have to see what's going on there, but okay, we'll check that out in a second.
Yeah.
Perhaps that did okay. Big fun, big fun.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh, Scroll, please.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, that works really well.
Oh, okay, you can see it.
Slightly out of focus, but you can see what's going on in there.
All right. Yes.
Happy stuff.
It's better in person.
Oh, happy. Hey, Marty, could you drop the link to the show tomorrow into here? People were asking if...
Oh, he did.
If they could go. He did? Oh,
He
good.
did. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, yeah, if you are interested in tuning in tomorrow night, Marty just dropped the links. So, perfection.
Just grab that.
Okay.
I'm going to grab that and drop that
on YouTube.
On the YouTube.
As
If
well.
I can.
Okay, good.
Come on. Boom. Boom, boom, boom.
It should be really fun. Very
Okay.
Halloween.
So all of you YouTubers, and I will continue with the whole record lineup because of this is the Tiki. I'm going to plug somebody else's event here because we're
Halloween
participating.
Tiki Oasis.
Halloween. Wait, this is Halloween Arizona Tiki Oasis?
No, just drop the link. Doesn't matter. There you go. They'll know what you mean. DJ Spectacular. All right.
Featuring the fantastic Harley Quinn and stately Wayne Manor.
Yes.
We'll be coming your way with some fantastic stuff. Great.
And we'll be mixing drinks.
2 hours set. You'll see them in this position, and we'll be over here.
Yeah.
Doing a little mixology. There may be costumes.
So you can see these records again tomorrow
There
night.
will be some fantastic Creep Fest stuff going on.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a big thing. So
Yep.
really big thing.
will.
A really big show.
Really big show.
Live vinyl spinning here, straight to the camera. It's we.
And
tested
no,
out
we're
this
not
new
old
stuff.
enough to remember Ed Sullivan in original.
No, not an original broadcast.
It's going to be a Mad Monster party. Yes.
Woohoo! But
I'm
definitely
excited about it. Okay.
check it.
Okay, so back to the records.
Back to the records. So I was over here with Monster Mash Sounds of Terror. This is, I think, Pickwick, and it's interesting how a lot of people remember this record
I bet.
from when they were kids, and this was how they knew Monster Mash. It was like, I got this record.
Yep.
And it's Monster Mash. It's got a version of Monster Mash. And I think it has scary stories and things. It's fairly hokey and a lot of fun. I like to throw that on Halloween and just crank the speaker out there so all the kiddies get a good, a lot of blood-curdling show. That's part of the fun. To directly over here, Suspense. This is...
Oh my gosh.
This is great. Roma Wineries presents Suspense. Dun, dun, dun. This was a radio show. It's 2 episodes. We have The Hitchhiker featuring Orson Welles, which is a real classic. It's, I believe, a Lucille Fletcher story. And the other one is, too, Sorry Wrong Number. The radio version of Sorry Wrong Number is very intense and great. And it's got Agus Moorhead.
Yep.
And but The Hitchhiker is really cool. And later on was the basis of quite a good Twilight Zone episode. So that's both well worth listening to. It's always fun to hear the radio shows. Alfred Hitchcock, Ghost Stories for Young People in Golden. This is circa 1960, baby.
We all know how much Alfred Hitchcock loved children.
How much he loved children. Good evening. I'd like for the kiddies. Yeah, he does. He introduces these things, and that's a great kids record, actually. It's a lot of fun. Soundtrack to Rosemary's Baby by Krzysztof Komeda. Great score. Excellent stuff happening in there. They got that whole lullaby thing, which hit the charts in 1968 with a vocal version by Mia Farrow. Hello. Dig that.
Oh my gosh.
It really did. And but the rest of it, all the party music and all the romantic music and everything, he's actually a very skilled composer.
Yep.
Well, we're seeing. Scored all I think most of the early movies, most of the early Roman Polanski pictures. So you see Krzysztof Komeda come up a lot. To the, just as right of that, Blackula. Oh, music conducted by Gene Page. Yeah, this is where, like, where Dracula, the AIP type stuff meets the blaxploitation and comes to life. I think we saw that a while ago, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. So that's definitely worth going. And of course, the lead is a tremendous actor. So that's very cool. Phantom of the Paradise. Speaking of
Phantom of the Paradise. I feel like we should have, maybe Friday night, we should have like a double feature of Phantom of the Paradise and Blackula.
Oh, I would definitely get on that.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Dennis, yeah, you need that. Just find it and buy it. It should be available for not a lot of money because it sold pretty well at the time, and I think you would enjoy this a lot. I'm trying to think if I could recommend any other Christopher Komeda scores, and I don't know that many were issued at the time, which is unfortunate. He did Knife in the Water, which is actually quite good. Really, really intense picture. Well worth seeing.
Yes, Ken, good eye. You do see a dead head. Yeah.
Oh, was he?
Yes,
Excellent.
the Deadhead mug up
yeah.
there. Yep.
Yes, big fun. Hello, and I think we also have Joanne from Down Under. Wow.
Yay.
I love it. It's tomorrow morning already. Well,
it's a party.
These things. Phantom of the Paradise, you're great, like Faustian, satanic, soul by soul for fame picture. Through the lens, once again, we were speaking of Carrie earlier, and Christine, who am I taking up? No, Carrie, which is, now I'm completely spacing. I'll take a look at this.
Hey, Marcy. What?
Brian De Palma.
Oh, I was like,
what
are you talking about?
I cannot pull this thing out of my head.
Okay.
So De Palma, who does this,
Well, you meant composer.
Is a lot of fun. This is not a Stephen King thing, but fun picture. Great score. Paul Williams, who also plays, the satanic type. Yep. And chilling, thrilling sounds of the haunted house. If you didn't have this in your house when you were a kid, something was missing. I didn't, so I guess something was missing.
So I guess something
was missing for the both of us. This sold a gazillion copies.
Although my parents were all about the haunted house when we go to Disneyland. So.
Well, that's the Haunted Mansion.
Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Because when I worked at the store, at a record store, people were always asking, "Do you have the Haunted Mansion record?" And
yeah, because there was a different.
I thought they meant this thing.
Oh yeah.
They meant the Haunted Mansion record, which is completely different.
Yep.
Great one. That's kind of rare. This one sold a lot of copies, and this has great sound effects and chilling stories. Super done.
I'm sure I had friends who had it.
So that's what's happening with all of those, and many of these can be found pretty easily. So.
Yep.
Check that out.
I don't think we have anything that's expensive, so.
If you want to watch Mad Monster Party, yes,
yeah.
Baby. Tune in to the DJ set tomorrow. You're going to find some Mad Monster action. Oh, boy.
Indeed. It will be really fun. Hello.
Oh, baby.
Mac Twin Attack. Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Well, again, if you're finding that some of these records are things that you want to own, I don't think anything up there is outrageously rare. The Alfred Hitchcock is a little hard to find, I think. I don't think Langella is that common. I completely forget. I think it was a thrift store, and the cover is not in great shape. Yeah, gosh, a thrift store, really? Do that?
I would be like all about buying that.
Teenage Mummy is probably still in print on Norton, so you could probably grab that. This Monster Mash thing is probably not that hard. I don't think it's difficult suspense, and chilling, thrilling you find all over the place. Phantom of the Paradise I found in a store a long time ago in excellent shape, and I was very happy to get that. So.
Oh, Blackula was also yes,
that's right.
Yes, you're right.
That's right. William, I'm spacing his name. Somebody will call that up. He was a noted Shakespearean type actor, and he appears in all sorts of fun stuff. Actually, he has that voice, and it just carries it.
Fun fact: Shakespearean actors like to make money too. So.
Not just on the Shakespeare.
No.
We saw him in Amazon Woman on the Moon.
They like to make TV money, not necessarily Shakespeare money.
Yeah, not Shakespeare money. Amazon Woman, he plays the head video pirate.
Yes.
That's right. Great. He just can just deliver the phone book. It's awesome. Just fantastic. But you're right, the original King of Cartoons.
Yes.
Cartoons. So I guess I need to do something since I'm out now. Wow. Oh, I never tried yours.
Oh.
There we go. Sorry.
I'm enjoying it.
We held it up to the camera.
Mr. Man.
It fizzed nicely.
Mr. Man.
I'm not really getting the smoke on the nose.
I'm getting it in the drink.
But I am getting in the drink.
Yep.
That's quite good. That's fun. A little bit of
Man.
A little bit of incineration in your drink, like Stephen King. That's how it is. I'm thinking
I have another bubbly drink that if you want to make it, you can, or I'll make it and you can make something else. We don't have a Cujo drink thus far.
Oh, yeah? Is that your drink?
No, my drink, I have another misery drink.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll think on that Cujo thing. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because we haven't done enough blood yet,
have we? Do you want to take this over?
Take over that drink?
After I take a long draft?
After I, she drank it all. She drank it all.
Here, you can have it now.
Oh.
If you hand me a flute,
I would be glad to.
I'll make my next drink, too.
While you
think about what you're doing.
You just think about it, Mr. Man.
Just think about your life, Pippin. Thank you. Okay.
Woohoo!
So, my next misery drink.
Misery.
Featuring
a lot of misery happening tonight.
What should be... Well, he would want Dom Perignon, but she called it Dom Perignon. So, I'm just calling this my Dom Perignon. All right.
It is, too,
So, you know what? I didn't get out the orange bitters. Okay.
All right.
Do you mind reopening the vodka for me, please?
I don't at all.
Thank you. Okay.
That is, I don't mind at all.
And I need the orange bitters.
But
all right. So I'm calling this one Dirty Birdie. It's when she gets so angry at me. You dirty birdie! And she's like ready to kill him. Dirty Birdie. Dirty Birdie. So I'm calling this the Dirty Birdie. I'm starting with 1.5 ounces of vodka. This bottle is very, very empty. I hope I can get 1.5 ounces out of it.
I think you've got just that much.
Oh my gosh.
How about it?
All right. 1.5 ounces of vodka.
Okay.
And then, cute, Galliano. Isn't that a jungle bird ingredient?
Galliano? I believe so.
I think that's why I thought of it for Dirty Birdie. So,
oh, yes.
1/2 ounce of Galliano. I remember getting so wrecked on jungle birds at a tiki event one time.
Yeah, secret.
Good times, you guys.
Secret ingredient, 151.
Good times. Okay, so
somebody slips you a Mickey.
1.5 ounces of vodka. You know, you can do light rum. I thought we were out of light rum. Turns out we're not. But you could either do light rum or vodka. 1/2 ounce Galliano.
Is it out of Marcy?
I did.
Yeah. Oh, Francesca and Felix might stop by the Velveteen Lounge tomorrow.
Hi, Doug. Yay. Doug's here.
Boom.
Awesome.
Hello,
okay,
hello.
So if you could get me back to...
There we go.
Okay. Oh, I didn't do the... This will be horrible without the...
This will be terrible without the...
1/2 ounce.
It's entirely true.
Fresh lemon juice. That's better. It's so green.
It's so green.
3 dashes of orange bitters. And then I will fill with my Dom Perignon. I can't get enough of saying that.
Fill with your...
What? Dom Perignon.
Fake Perignon. It is actually French bubbly. It's not champagne.
The Dirty Birdie. Let's try it.
You dirty birdie.
Down the side. I fixed it.
Hair of the dog.
Hi, Eric.
Oh, it says had that one. Oh, which one were we talking about? I was breezing by the records. I bet you're referring to one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh, and Amazon Woman is great. That's just that whole opening sequence.
That's good. I really don't like licorice, and I like that.
Surprise.
With any kind of anise, I'm usually like, no.
That's got a real Dr. Funk thing going.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah.
The Dirty Birdie.
I kind of like that.
1.5 ounces of vodka or light rum. 1/2 ounce Galliano, 1/2 ounce fresh lemon juice, 3 dashes orange bitters. That was chilled Dom Perignon.
And away you go.
You know, I think I will take an ice cube, though, because the Dom Perignon is getting a little
warm.
We
don't have it on ice, as we might.
Normally, I don't ice my champagne drinks. That's weird, but I also don't want them to be warm.
A cube is not going to hurt very much. It's very true. Get a
First world problems.
Big thumbs for Amazon Woman. That whole big sequence with Arsenio. Oh, it's ain't no Thelma here, you know.
Ain't no bleeping Thelma here.
Just kill it. Just kill it. But the whole episodic thing, I love it. But definitely.
Hair of the dog. This is the Dirty Birdie. Dirty Birdie! Mr. Man.
Mr. Man was good.
Mr. Man.
Mr. Man was good. Granny Twins was good too. And pretty. Very nice color.
Mm-hmm.
This one has a sort of a luminescent sort of greenness to it. It's almost not quite Creatures of the Black Lagoon, but we're getting there.
Yellow.
Yeah.
It's incredibly yellow. Yellower than perhaps you want your drinks to be, but Stephen King. I'm in the mood to invent.
Well, are you thinking about a certain rabid dog?
Well, we don't have a Cujo drink.
Well, I guess I need to get some prep going here.
I'm trying to think what we would use in the Cujo.
I was thinking sort of a
it has to foam. You have to foam.
Old-fashioned. Yeah, it's got a froth over the place.
It's got a froth.
Do you need egg white? We could do that sort of thing.
Oh, gosh, I'm not shaking that. Are you kidding me?
But a bloody rim, I think, would be entirely appropriate.
You know, a frothy drink with a bloody rim. I'm like, we're both looking at each other like, I don't know. It sounds like a lot of work. But it's a great idea. one of you wants to try
Wonderful
and
sort of thing.
report back.
And I think that if Duke is still here, you invent cocktails. You might want to try that out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let us know about that kind of thing.
Well, okay, what... I'm thinking. Well, there's always Jack. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. There's also the maze.
Mm-hmm.
Scatman Crothers.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like what inspires me about this film. Scatman Crothers. Okay, in the book, I feel like his character must have been more fleshed out in the book.
Undoubtedly.
Saying.
Yeah. Well, they all were, but yes.
Yep. All right.
Okay.
Other Stephen King films we haven't discussed this evening. Well, we discussed Carrie, but...
We did. We have been discussing Shining. I'm trying to think of what else. I don't have enough Salem's Lot behind me to talk about that. I think I was thinking of the TV adaptation. Don't know anything at all about The Stand. Can't tell you. Either book or movie. Haven't really done any of the books. And we will be the first to say...
Way to slam this broadcast.
And, I'm just saying...
He's just like, well, I've got nothing.
I got nothing. No, I didn't say that. I got nothing on the books. We will be the first to say that we're not going to pronounce on whether the movies are like better or worse than books. The books are intense. There's no question.
I have no idea.
No
Completely
question.
ignorant in that area.
Peter's saying, how about the Wendy? Oh, well, that's kind of fun.
The Wendy. I'm also thinking, like, I'm looking over and I've got Christine playing on the TV. I'm like, there's also the Arnie.
Well, they had to drink the carbs and milk that had gone sour. Oh, I don't think that does make it in the movie.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, bad. No wonder they were so sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Misery makes my ankles hurt. You're telling me. Oh.
Christine. I made the Christine earlier, Marty.
Yep.
It was really good.
Watch back. It
I'll
was
have
good.
to make you one tomorrow.
It was good.
When you guys are here, I'll make the Christine.
Amy's going to be voting for it. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Do I need to use like a big cherry for the clown nose? Yo. I might just make that Cujo drink, though. Let's see what we can do.
It's got a froth.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it's just BS.
Little zap. We could do this.
Go separate some eggs.
We could do this. And let's get some cubes in there. Okay.
We got to make the Christine tomorrow night.
Yeah, I think we'll do that. Actually, you know something? I need to drop it. Got it.
Drop it like it's hot. Oh yeah, no, Marty. Like we're totally happy to make it again. It was good. It was good. So for those of you just joining us, the Christine was 2 ounces of vodka, a ½ ounce Campari, ½ ounce black cherry juice, and a ½ ounce fresh lemon juice. And it was really good.
It was really good.
So we'll do it again tomorrow night. All right. Let's see. Okay. I gotta catch up here. What are you doing? Oh, I know what he's doing.
Mm-hmm. Got a clue. I'll leave this handy just in case.
All right. He's gonna make his drink attractive.
Working that angle we were talking about before.
All right.
Should be a lot of fun.
You should do it over here so everyone can see.
Well, that was just this.
I'll do it over there so no one can see. All right. Let's. All right. I'd love to help him. I'd love to help him out here, but
You will.
he's not going to tell anyone what he's doing.
Well, I'm thinking about what I'm
All
doing.
right. All right. So what are
Make
you
it
calling
best we
this
go.
masterpiece?
Well, we're doing a Cujo drink.
Are you just calling it the Cujo?
Maybe it's just a Cujo. Could be.
Okay. Cujo.
Cooge. Yeah, that's another sad thing. You know, Cujo is just a nice pet, and it's not like the Cujo is evil.
Cujo got
Cujo's rabid.
got bat bites.
Rabid.
Bat bites.
That doesn't make him evil. It makes him nuts. Makes him sick.
Yeah, well. He did seem really... Well, I think that's not an accident they used a St. Bernard. It's kind of a sweet and
It's a rescue dog.
Friendly dog. Anyway,
Yeah.
so.
This dog goes rabid. It's a terrible thing.
Mm.
That's a kicker with it.
Red rim.
Red rim.
I started to type red rum. Red rim.
Red rim.
Okay.
Red rim. Red rim. All right, so I think we
rim.
finally have enough red rim going on here.
Okay.
Hello.
All right. It'll do.
So that was, I just dipped the rim in some grenadine and then just dipped it in some red sugar. So we'll let that hang for a bit. Let's throw a
Pet
few
Cemetery.
cubes.
I know we were saying earlier that Pet Cemetery, like, they had this real product placement with Budweiser. The whole movie's about drinking Budweisers.
Drinking Bud. The drinking old Bud.
Right.
Okay. So I'm going to go for, if you could retrieve for me the bourbon.
Sure.
Would be good. Cujo, red rim.
Ta-da!
Red rim.
Red rim.
We have a bootlegger bourbon whiskey. This happens to be 92 proof. So since it's a little high, I'm using a little
How
less.
much are you doing?
I'm using 1.5. Normally I would do a 2-ounce pour, but this is higher proof.
Okay.
So locally made bourbon whiskey.
It's a
Prohibition
good
Distillery. We happen to like it quite a bit. If you have a local, check out their bourbon. It's probably a really good product.
Exactly.
Good stuff.
Okay. Now what?
Wouldn't be anything without a splash of a little sour.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Now, what else would be good with a Cujo? I'm thinking we need something kind of red because Cujo likes to like mow people. Really does a number on the mother in that. She gets this whole vicious dog attack inside the Pinto.
What about the Grand
Fights them all.
Puppy?
Hmm?
The Grand Puppy.
Puppy for puppy? We could do that.
Puppy Amaro.
Okay.
I'm just thinking out loud. It might be horrible.
No, actually, this is quite good stuff.
Cujo, good dog. Aw.
Red Poppy from Green Bar. This is fun.
Yeah, John says, my mom tried to help Paul when he made something to eat in her kitchen. Didn't happen. You just have to get out of his way.
I forget what she tried to help me with, but it was her kitchen. She was totally within her rights.
Jeez. Oh my gosh.
Okay,
All
a
right.
1/3 ounce of that Amaro.
Okay, hold on. Let me get back
Mhm.
here.
And I think I'll go with the cherry juice.
Oh, okay. That'll be good.
That's good because this is pretty dense and bloody.
How much? Half ounce?
Yeah, good 1/2 ounce on that. There we go. And pouring them in. Oh, Cujo attack!
Cooch. All right.
And you know, since I have it behind me, I was thinking I might go find a beer, but we happen to have bubbles right here, if you would. On the top of the bubbles.
I feel as though Cujo really needs to be topped with Budweiser. But... Oh, no, that was Pet Cemetery. Never mind.
Never mind.
They were drinking beer in that movie, though, in Cujo.
So here's the Cujo.
Right.
It's not bloody as much as I do have a bloody rim, and it is fairly densely red. So I'll call that a good thing. If you could hand me...
Oh my gosh. Is there anything else I could do?
Just one thing. Something to swizz with. But that's all. I just want to give this a gentle stir.
Jim says, wait, there was a dog attack in a Ford Pinto and it didn't explode.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh my
You
God.
remember that gag from SNL?
The Pinto Fireball. Yeah, it was the lighter. Boom.
Also reused as a gag in the movie Top Secret.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Give that a try.
Oh, it's really good.
Yep. It's quite nice. I was thinking that a lager would be an excellent way to top this.
It's kind of woody.
Strange
You know
woody
what I
taste
mean? Like
to
it has a woody taste. It has a chalky undertaste.
I'm going to call that the bourbon,
I'm going back to Rosemary's Baby.
which
It's a
is,
chalky
you know,
undertaste.
which is rather intense, and it is aged well. I believe they aged for 2 years in bourbon barrels. So,
Blocking your drink.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. But there's
Cujo.
your Cujo.
It's really
Cujo
good.
is a little unique
It's
and fun.
Cujo's good.
It's a good thing. I definitely recommend having colored sugar around for the glass, rimming the glass,
Mm-hmm.
and having some sticky things on it. I used the grenadine, to actually help this to stick properly.
Yes.
And things like cherry juice are good when you want to throw some special effects in. And if you have a drink that is fairly clear, like it's all clear fluids, and you throw a little bit of that stuff in, the cherry juice will actually start to sort of like form these strange like tendrils in there. So it does look pretty creepy, which is fun. It didn't do that here because I had the bourbon, but
no, but that's good. I like that one.
yeah, and it's got the special.
Joe.
It's got the special. So we got Cujo in there, and guess what? It's a Stephen King picture we're watching, Christine here. That's on fire. What else?
Surprise.
Everything blows up in Stephen King
We'll
pictures.
have a little water.
And here's the flaming car of vengeance.
I feel like they can't see that, so you know. Christine. The mean. Oh yeah. The car is just driving down the street in flames right now, which is kind of impressive.
But Christine will regenerate. That's the thing.
And we should all have cars that just regenerate. Something happens to it. It's like, it just fixes itself.
It just fixes itself.
Yeah.
Hello. We'll certainly save on those bills. I'm just saying. Of course, if it did that and it was because it was an evil car, then you might have other issues. I'm just saying as well. That's the nature of a Stephen King picture.
All right, so anything else?
Well, I don't know.
Well, we'll enjoy these.
We'll enjoy these.
We'll think about it.
We'll enjoy these and think about it. You might have another drink in you. It's absolutely true.
So if you have any films that you would like us to
feature, work with, attack with Vega.
And if we haven't seen it, you'll have to give us a little
bit.
You'll have to give us a little clue as to what we're after here. But
we have not seen all. We did our good survey, and of course we have fairly recently seen The Shining, so we had some clue on that.
Oh, I love The Shining. I've seen that a lot. But yep. I'm thinking maybe. I'm thinking of something else with bourbon. Did you use all the bourbon?
I did not. Absolutely not. Oh, chalky undertaste. Favorite line from Rosemary.
It's a chalky undertaste.
Chalky undertaste. The interesting thing is that she only eats about a quarter of this thing, and still it's strong enough for the purpose. Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That needs. Well, we'd need corn liquor. We need some corn whiskey to do Children of the Corn, I think.
No, we did a whole. Okay, I got this. All right, I'm on top of it, Peter. I'm on top of this. All right. You entertain the people. Mm-hmm.
Shall we?
Do it.
Definitely. Well, for one, I would say what we got going on here is a good combination. So if you happen to have these ingredients, I would definitely mix up a Cujo. You will need some red sugar, which is not that hard. I think you made the red sugar.
I did.
But you can also find like red standing sugar at your baking supply stores and at your craft stores. Definitely check out your Michaels and Joanne and whatnot for such products, and that's easily found and good for you. And the red is probably easily found at the supermarket too, so that's not hard. The rest of it is really just pretty simple. A nice like single old fashioned with the ice cubes, and then combine in glass, and away you go. So that's a good thing. We've been using bubbles tonight a lot. Well, we happen to like them. If you don't care for bubbles too much, but you're okay with beer,
by all means, don't use them.
A lager beer will frequently provide the same effect with a minor taste variation, so that's a good thing. And I would actually do that in a champagne flute as much as I would do it in a single old fashioned. Not a problem.
Apple liqueur?
I don't know. Let me take a look.
All right. If we have apple liqueur, I have found one that I can make for you based on Children of the Corn. Because we have Children of the Corn cocktails. All right.
What do you know? We've apple liqueur.
Okay. I call this one the cobbler. Yeah. I just cracked myself up. Okay, and we need a chilled beer.
Oh.
The hoppier, the better.
We have some things.
Okay. Peter, let's do this.
Do that.
But I want to move this into our other sheet. Okay. All right. The cobbler. I don't know why I thought that was hilarious back then, but I did. Okay. So we need 2 ounces of whiskey. Do we have anything besides the bourbon? Because if we don't, by all means, use the bourbon.
That's what we got for whiskey.
All right. So we need the bourbon. It's got to still be around here somewhere. Okay. All right. Yay! Rose red. Oh, rosé red. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes, Devin. That's a great idea. Okay. All right. I think this is best we're going to do. So we need 2 ounces of whiskey. This is a pint glass drink, by the way.
Let's get a pint glass.
So, or you could just use it. Yeah, you could use a pint glass or a highball. That would be fine. Okay. Perfection. 2 ounces of whiskey. I got this.
Okay. So, here we go. Oh, it's a gin.
I know what happened to it.
No, I have to find the whiskey. Did I put it back?
In search of, here it is.
Oh, there you go. It's to your right. In search of whiskey.
All right.
In search of ancient civilizations. Bourbon whiskey.
And whiskey, apparently. 2 ounces.
We certainly have that.
Yes. This is the cobbler, inspired by Children of the Corn.
Mm-hmm. Children of the Corn.
Get
Corn
it?
Cob. Yep. Very fun.
All right.
There we go.
½ ounce apple liqueur.
Mm-hmm. Glad to oblige.
This is American Fruits apple liqueur.
Warwick Distillery and Winery.
Use whatever you can get.
It's local to us, so we use it,
Yes.
and I will recommend that for you. Find your local that's making good product and use it. ½ ounce.
½ ounce.
There we go.
And then a ½ ounce of the fresh lime juice.
Okay.
I already know this one's good.
Oh, yeah. Well, we tried it, prototyped it before. Worked just great. I loved it. There we go.
And then fill with your beer.
Fill with your beer.
That's the cobbler.
Make it easy. We had a request for Children of the Corn. We pivoted and gave you a drink.
We did. All right.
And boom, there you go, folks.
Yes. Oh.
Because that's what this show does.
Oh, okay. Janice has been watching The Queen's Gambit on Netflix. I just got a preview for that today.
Oh,
so
yeah. Alcohol-related moments.
Yeah, I'm curious about that one.
Okay.
Yep. It was on our Netflix today, and that came up for me.
And there you go, milady. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, milady.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, still good.
Still an excellent item, huh? I like it a lot. So that's your basic Boilermaker style drink on some steroids, making it fun.
So what's everyone doing for Halloween this year? I know it's an unusual year, so I'm curious to hear what you're doing.
Yes. We're not going to talk about why it's unusual, you know.
No.
However, you're also surviving and doing well because you're here. And you're probably going to see trick-or-treaters because the kids like the candy and all that kind of thing. And you're watching creepy movies because, of course, you're watching creepy movies. We're talking about Stephen King. It doesn't get any creepier than. What's happening? What are you watching? What are you seeing? What's going on with Halloween?
I think it depends on where you are, honestly.
Oh, it may.
For a trick-or-treater.
Yeah, it may. I suppose in big city there might be some issues.
Yeah.
But here in the burbs, yeah, we'll probably see some kids.
Yep. Plus, they see all the lights on out there, and they just think it's Halloween, even if we have those lights on 365 days a year. But
we get trick-or-treaters on July 4th. Hello, candy, please. I'm like, kid, it's Independence Day. You know, fireworks.
Go away, you bother me.
But what the hell? If I had candy, I'd give it to the kid. What the hell?
So I'm interested in what people are doing this year.
Oh, we have a response there immediately up on the Facebooks. Watching Sven Gulli.
Sven Gulli. Oh,
hello.
That's great. I love that. I love Sven Gulli. And yeah, I got to go buy more candy tomorrow because it disappeared.
I don't know what happened.
All the candy we bought disappeared, so I got to go buy more.
There was a hole in the pumpkin.
Oh my gosh. Yep.
So there's a question about, heard that's good.
Oh, Queen's Gambit.
Queen's Gambit. Oh,
that's
okay.
not a
That's what
question
it is.
for us. They're talking amongst themselves.
Talk amongst yourselves, please. I haven't
Which
seen
is
it.
great. I think that's fabulous.
Can't say.
Yep.
Can't say. But like, it had a really good promo, so I think that something is interesting happening there.
Yeah, it looks interesting. Oh, Peter's been watching some Bela Lugosi on TCM.
Which picks? There's some great Lugosi picks because I'm not talking Plan 9. That's a different orbit. But you want to talk.
It's good and it's differently good.
You want to talk things like The Black Cat? Either one of those? Yeah, that's intense stuff. He did some. People forget that he was an accomplished stage actor who actually did Dracula on stage first, and sold out shows because it was that intense. So then they do the picture, and that's a classic of its own right. But he had a long career, really distinguished actor. Unfortunately, people remember him for some pretty schlock things, and it's like, no, he was really good. Bela. What's that line from the
Oh, extension cord. Hello. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate that.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh, thank you so much. Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Devin says Jess and I are having a Halloween picnic. I love that.
Social distance bubble.
That's wonderful.
Feast of the Dead for Samhain. Ah!
That's wonderful. I love that.
Play a little Samhain at the same time. Yeah.
I love that.
Give a little respect to the old misfits there. Hello.
A lady at Errol's office had a pumpkin that held candy. Once it was empty, and someone said, put a note that said fade. Oh my gosh.
I had a similar experience at work last year around this time. Somebody had one of those orange bowls from, I think, the dollar store, and put in the spare Halloween candy after Halloween and filled it up. And it was pretty intense. Well, this is an office with a lot of people who don't mind the little sweets. And that got empty pretty quickly. And then somebody put a little, post-it note on it that said, please refill.
Wow, that's greedy.
And, well, I don't know. Maybe they didn't get their share. So it could happen. But I thought it was hilarious.
They could have bought more and put it in the...
They could have put it themselves.
It's
entirely
it's
true.
Kind of greedy.
Peter's watching Dracula 1931 and Mark of the Vampire.
I know people who would approve.
This reminds me of a film called...
I definitely approve.
Mark of the Devil from the 70s, which was, I think, a German, kind of a gore picture. And I remember the advertising for that was rating it as the most violent movie ever made. And because people might be affected, the gimmick was that they handed you a barf bag when you walked into the movie. And apparently... Oh,
this is the one with the...
Yeah, so...
Oh, okay, this is a good story, actually.
Here's the kicker, is that apparently the producers produced so many damn barf bags, they went well beyond the actual run of the picture, so there was a huge surplus. There was a bazillion gross of barf bags out there. And for years, when my uncle would go to pick up bait from the bait store and go fishing, they would hand it to him in a Mark of the Devil barf bag. Because it was actually a very sturdy bag and it would hold the worms.
And they had a huge surplus.
And they had a gazillion gross of these things. This is the hilarious thing about Mark of the Devil. One of these things I need to see the picture to see what the hubbub is about. I mean, it's supposed to be horrifying, but I bet it's hokey,
Okay, so Extension Cord is asking, what is your inspiration behind this channel?
Oh, what we do here?
Cocktails and comedy.
Yep.
Not necessarily in that order. Sometimes it's comedy and cocktails, but we have so many... Well, we have friends who think that making cocktails and entertaining is hard, and they pull back from it. And we think that it should just be fun and entertaining, and so we're all about the entertaining and the drinks, and
you could have some fun tips.
Should be fun. Every day should be celebrated. We're not here forever, so.
Oh, please. No, these days you get the impression. Well, you should have some fun tips and tricks that can help you through all of these things. It is not particularly crazy to make cocktails. And if you're thinking, well, I don't know if I can invent all those cocktails, there's a bazillion of them out there.
Sure you can.
You can follow instructions.
Of course you can.
You can follow instructions anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some great resources that will help you to that. And it will never hurt to use local ingredients. It will never hurt to use fresh ingredients. And it really can't hurt to use quality ingredients, and that can definitely include major brands are producing excellent liquors at all times. And if you're talking juices, get some good juices. There's some great ones out there that might be labeled organic or just locally pressed, that kind of thing. always fresh squeeze your lime juice because. And
it really is better. I mean, you can't, it's fine, but it really is better. The lime and lemon, if you could do fresh.
Certain products age better than others. Grapefruit juice, sure. Orange juice, sure. Lime juice, no. It goes bitter. So you better make it fresh. Yep. That's the kicker. And bits of peel and sugar rims and all
Peter
sort of things.
Peter just threw down. Who does the best Dracula? Oh, Amy. Some people take cocktails very seriously.
You don't say.
Yes.
I'll put my vote down. I remember some people really liked this Dracula.
Okay.
How about Frank Langella from the 70s?
I don't have a favorite Dracula,
interestingly
actually.
Enough, did the show on stage, and then they made the picture. John Badham, I think he did this, with a John Williams score. So big fun. I don't think this was a huge hit in the cinema, but it probably did okay. Interesting sort of period piece, and I think it's the same play that Bela Lugosi did in the 20s. So think on that.
I mean, we've got Blackula over here. You know, we love every Dracula. You know, I don't know if I have a favorite.
Can't really express an intense preference.
Yeah,
I think they're all really great. And
oh, okay. Why are you saying Christopher Lee?
Big vote for Christopher Lee and Hammer.
Exactly.
Hammer should not be undersold. It's a great house.
Baron von Schwenkenstein. Hello, by the way. Great Dracula.
Hello.
Exactly.
Yes. But definitely glad to hear another vote for that. That's pretty undersold. Do you remember a show in the 70s called Cliffhangers? It was like an anthology show that had 3 different shows running simultaneously. One of them was a Dracula story featuring Michael Nouri, which I think was a complete takeoff of the Frank Langella at the time.
Michael Nouri of Flashdance?
Oh, yeah, him. Yeah, I remember that. Anybody else?
Flashdance fame?
I remember this being pretty good, but I was young. It was probably pretty terrible. And the fact is, like, there's another Dracula. How about one vote for...
Oh, my gosh.
Blood for Dracula from... Pardon me while I space out. Yeah.
So we're getting some votes for Christopher Lee. I've got to say, our friend who is a Christopher Lee super fan would be so gratified right now if he was on the internet at all.
We could reproduce these things and send it to him and say,
we should. Like, it would just make his ear. He's such a Luddite, but he would be so happy right now to see all these votes for Christopher Lee. Leslie Nielsen.
Now you're talking.
Yes. Oh my God.
I love that. You know, he definitely gets a vote.
Speaking of barf and movies, I can't resist an intro like that, by the way.
Oh, geez. Try chewing tobacco. Oh, not good. No, I remember being at scout camp and some kids got that and got sick. Not good.
Maybe I should just those kids clean it. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh, seriously. That never happens.
Blitz and Mike. Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's Mike times 1 for Andy Warhol. Thank you. Blood for Dracula. There you go.
Desiree, hello.
It's a really cheaply made and really sick picture, but Paul Morrissey, he actually captured that.
These comments are
hilarious.
He captured
that in pretty good effect. And then, of course, there was Flesh for Frankenstein in 3D. Hello.
Pardon me while I space out.
I remember college years seeing Blood for Dracula and thinking it was a really, really sick picture, which it is. And it has a look of a really cheaply made motion picture, which it is. But, and then I remember just being really out of sorts for days afterwards, but there were other reasons for that. So I can't blame that entirely.
What are the reasons?
I'm not going to mention them on the air. So, but I would say don't shy away from the Andy Warhol horror pictures because they're kind of fun. And they cover some territory that the others don't do. They kind of focus on the effects.
Taste the blood of Dracula.
Hammer.
Yes.
Hammer, baby.
Okay.
Hammer really established something very specific at the time. In the late 50s, they were like color, a lot of very specific gore, and a lot of very specific erotic nature. It's just like Dracula was just like the blood sucker and the life sucker kind of thing. And that was very interesting. It was a little different at the time. I will put in my vote for Nosferatu. That is a creepy picture.
Oh, yeah.
Today. 100 years later, it is really, really creepy.
Yep.
It is very well made.
It on big
it's
screen.
fairly faithful to the book, I am told. And if you see it in a cinema which happens to have an organ, which we did, and somebody's playing a score, it is very cool. Very cool.
Oh, Love at First Bite, Peter. Yes. Love at First Bite. I love Love at First Bite.
I remember seeing that at the time. George Hamilton, Dracula. That is so great.
Directed, Keir starred.
Oh, yeah, Keir is kind of fun. I kind of like him. He was in some other films at the time that I kind of forget about, actually. He did some things later. And he's really known as just like this really schlock actor. But he eventually ended up in some things that were not that terrible. So...
What a vote of confidence.
Big vote of confidence right there, you know.
were in some things that weren't terrible.
It wasn't actually bad.
Well, speaking of things that aren't terrible, I'm curious. All right. What is your favorite scary movie of all time?
Ever.
Doesn't have to be Dracula. Doesn't have to be Stephen King.
Wolfman, whatever.
Throw all that out. I'm very curious as to your favorite scary / Halloween / whatever film. Mm-hmm. So, I like the way I'm saying slash. Doesn't have to be a slasher film.
No. We do not require gore.
We do not require gore.
It could be a TV movie. It could be a movie.
Anything.
I'm
just curious.
I've seen some TV stuff that was like equally horrifying. So you don't have to have blood. It could just be that level.
Yep.
So what creeps you out to no end late at night when you think about it later?
Or just something like it doesn't even have to creep you out. You're just like, it's your favorite. You saw it back in the day and you love it and you watch it every year or whatever. Just, I don't know. I'm curious. I'm interested. Night of the Living Dead.
Night of the Living Dead.
I love it. I love that movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
I will say like flat out of that type of picture, that one really raises the hair on the back of your neck.
World's tannest Dracula. Just think of, does my tan frighten you?
Hello, I'm George Hamilton.
Does my tan frighten you?
Actually, it did at the time, and it does now.
The original Halloween or Bride of Frankenstein. I love the original Halloween.
Wow.
We saw that last year on the big screen when it came back, like, you know, because of the Halloween movie and everything. I loved that.
Our local cinema, which was established in 1930, we have a 1930 movie house, which has an organ. Decided to play this, and they have somebody playing the organ before the shows when they do the creep show, and they actually played Halloween. Very cool,
so good,
very well done, very creepy. I gotta say, Carpenter definitely had that, and he does the score too. Oh, awesome, great.
It was so good,
but definitely, Young Frankenstein freaks you out.
Oh my gosh, Young Frankenstein.
I gotta love Young
Frankenstein. Okay, here we go. But I'm trying to go back and forth. Okay, Trick or Treat. Okay, all right. I love it.
Okay, I can dig that.
Dark Night of the Scarecrow. I have not seen that. All right.
I'll put in a vote right now in terms of like...
Carnival of Souls is amazing, Amy.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, that is so good. I love Carnival of Souls. That's really creepy.
Sometimes cheaply made means it makes the hair standing up on your neck higher. It's just...
They had to work harder.
They did that, but Carnival captures moments.
Yep.
Between living and dead in a very nice way. It's a really creepy movie.
It is a very creepy movie. It's a
really creepy movie. Yeah. It's not a really great movie in terms of acting. Some of the acting is absolutely terrible. But like, you know, the lead gal.
That's good.
Candace Killigoss is great. She's really, really great.
Yeah. Okay. I love it.
Trilogy of Terror with the Voodoo Doll. Everybody name checks that. Oh, Karen Black, man. Oh.
Yeah.
But definitely.
I love that. I'm so glad I asked because I'm getting so many things that I've forgotten about. Oh, Stephanie. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you. Oh, jeez. Knocking out your power.
Phooey.
Oh, not okay. Not okay.
No good. No good. The most you can get out of that is icier cocktails. No good. Ugh.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Mouth of Madness. I haven't seen that. Okay.
Yep.
I'm glad I asked. I mean, I'm discovering new things.
Well, there's all sorts of fun stuff out there. People know these things.
This is great.
It. This is definitely not dead.
I'm trying to think. Like, I feel like I need to answer this question for myself too.
Well, you know, if you could ask the question and answer the question, what?
To ask the question is to answer it.
It is?
I always say that to Paul. When he asks me something, I'm like, to ask the question is to answer it.
If only it would be easy.
Okay. I love. Oh, The Gate is also very good. Oh, okay. I love it.
Gate 5. Interesting. John, Gate 5. Just saying.
Okay. Oh, Errol says for a non-horror movie, The Sixth Sense. I was taking a deep dive into Toni Collette today, so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We saw that at this point 20 years ago, and that has some supremely creepy moments.
Yep.
That really does deliver. Yeah.
All right. Since I feel like I asked, so I need to also chime in here. I think pound for pound, if I could only watch one, it was Halloween and you can watch one movie that year, I think I'd say The Birds.
Yep.
I love The Birds.
It's not something that people think of as a supremely creepy thing, but ultimately when your avian
it's
friends...
pretty darn creepy.
When your avian friends turn on you, it's just like a bunch of pecking at your
darn
face.
Creepy.
Oh.
Yeah. I think that would be, if I had to choose one, it would be, I mean, I love Creature from the Black Lagoon, and if you came to our house, you'd see what I mean.
You might know.
I also love The Blob, but I think pound for pound, it would be The Birds. What about you?
Well, I'm looking at some comments here, and...
oh, I love Creepshow. I love Creepshow, Marty.
DJ Wayne is talking about Creepshow.
Creepshow.
Now, are you terrified by this, that, or is it just the roaches? I'm saying it might just be the roaches.
Oh, and John's saying the original Poltergeist. I love Poltergeist. We bought it because I had, like, I can't rent this. I have to buy it.
Yeah, yep. You might well. Yeah, Poltergeist.
Shaun of the Dead.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Tremors. I never saw Tremors. Shaun of the Dead is really
okay.
That really does work that angle.
Fright Night with Chris Sarandon. I haven't seen that.
Oh,
The Fog. Yeah. Okay.
I never saw The Fog. I think I saw.
So happy I asked.
I think I saw Fright Night. Doesn't that have Roddy McDowell as well? And he's like a horror host, as I recall. So he's doing that shtick. But I remember that actually being pretty frightening.
Oh my gosh.
It works it. Student bodies?
I was 6 and only made it to the cave.
Reanimator. Oh, BP.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
Reanimator.
Man. I've seen stills from
we
that.
We have not seen I haven't seen Student Bodies.
That looks truly horrifying, Reanimator.
Okay.
I remember one I can throw out here that we saw not too long ago. Anybody is a big fan of Chud? There's a real cheap New York City horror picture. Something that gives you like a little trepidation about the subway.
Super cheesy, but I love Chud.
Oh, it really is. It's just so crap, but the actors are really good in that thing, and the whole premise is actually not possible at the end of the day.
Oh my gosh.
Creeps in the subway, hello.
The movie Grabbers is an awesome, funny, and scary Lovecraft movie. Okay, thank you, Devin. I knew you would have suggestions.
Oh, well, please, you watch this stuff.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I remember The Fog at the time. That was a big deal for Carpenter. It was the thing he made after Halloween.
Fright Night.
It didn't do too well in the cinema, and I don't know, it's probably still pretty creepy.
The Old Fog with Adrienne Barbeau. Sometime when we're in person, I got a funny Adrienne Barbeau story to tell you, but I'm not going to tell it here. But we'll connect in person, and I'll tell you the story.
How if I try this?
That's just nothing. That's just bubbles.
Oh, okay.
That's just Dom Perignon.
It's just Dom Perignon. There's no cocktail going on there. Sorry, I took your drink. I didn't mean to.
An earthquake hit when we were watching Tremors. Oh my God!
Wow, that's pretty meta.
Yeah, that's like a William Castle.
That is like literally. You actually had not sense around, but
what do they call that? All right, I got to do a little web searching.
The Tingler. Tingler.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Hold on.
If you would, please. I'm spacing it right now, but I'll think of it. What would they give you? Percepto.
Percepto.
You give me Percepto.
You beat me to it.
I kind of think that every theater in the United States should be wired for Percepto, but I'm
Percepto,
prejudiced.
scream for your lives.
Scream, scream! We actually know we've been in a cinema watching that picture, which was wired for Percepto. The only cinema in America which is wired for Percepto is the Film Forum, which I think Devin needs to see sometime. There's probably a place in the Castro that's wired for Percepto. It really should be, I swear.
Fright Night.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you, Swanky.
I love it.
Resurrected.
I haven't seen that.
How about the Dunwich Horror from 1970 with, who was in that?
No.
Geez, I gotta think about it. It's a Lovecraft picture. It's AIP.
Alien. Oh my gosh, Alien.
Oh yeah, that's
Eraserhead. You know what, Peter? Anything counts. If you like to watch it at Halloween, I like to watch it.
Peter, many people consider Eraserhead to be the ultimate male Caucasian horror. I don't know what that means, but you think about that.
Oh my gosh, Dina says Happy Halloween costume party tomorrow on Witchy Foo. I love it.
Awesome.
Love it, love it, love it.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
That's so cool.
Phantasm. I saw Phantasm with my friend, who may or may not be watching now, not when it first came out, but probably like a year or two later.
Sure.
And she had it playing on her select TV, and I was kind of confused. I mean, like, it was creepy. But I was kind of like, what? So, yeah, whatever. But Phantasm, I would like to watch that again.
Gramoids.
Because I would like to be more freaked out by it. I think I was just kind of like, what's going on here? I was sort of looking at the tech of it.
Well, there's a certain species of 80s horror pictures which sometimes goes with very psychological and sometimes goes with a lot of blood. I think I
didn't get it. I think I was too young, and I was just like, oh, that's interesting.
Our fans will listen very carefully here. I have not exactly touched on Dario Argento yet, and I think that he hits it hard. And the early Argentos, like Four Flies on Great Velvet, Birds with the Crystal Plumage. Wow, that's a creepy picture. Really, really creepy picture. I have
not seen that.
Giallo. I'm definitely going to raise a glass for Giallo. He does it so well. And he eventually gets into these things.
Oh, gosh. Oh, The Shining. I love The Shining, Dina. I could watch The Shining at least once a year.
Yep. Yep. It does freak you out.
That's the thing, Lisa, I was like, what's the ball about? But I think I was too young and I didn't get it.
You still might not get it. I don't know.
My friend's parents weren't really parenting her, so she could just watch whatever she wanted, which is another story for when we get together in person because, yeah. But anyway, we watched all kinds of things on her select TV that we were not supposed to be watching at our age. But yeah, Phantasm.
You don't say.
There's this ball, and I didn't get it.
Let's see. We got some comments here up on the YouTubes.
On the YouTubes?
Yeah.
Not the Facebooks. Dean Stockwell.
Dean Stockwell, thank you. Yeah, I was completely spacing Dean Stockwell, but he's in Dunwich. And Devin is actually talking about that's one of the favorite Lovecraft stories. I'm thinking of the fact that we've got, I think, something similar over here on a double bill with Horror Party Beach, which we need to see sometime.
Oh, yeah.
What did I want you to see? I don't remember. All right, so I'm going to go in reverse order because Swanky is talking about Argento. You need to see
Swankenstein.
Argento. You need to see Bird with the Crystal Plumage and Four Flies on Grey Velvet, and then go from there. And Mario Bava, you're definitely talking Black Sunday, and I will vote for that as my supreme creepy movie. Wow, that's heavy. Barbara Steele, Raise a Glass, so cool, and the soundtrack by Les Baxter.
Which one are you talking about? Oh, okay,
yes.
yeah. I'm reading
cool.
comments.
No, it's just very intense. Great stuff.
Mono's Hands of Fate. Yes. Young Frankenstein, yes.
Mhm.
Yes to Young Frankenstein.
Oh, watch that anytime.
Brent says, I watched a made-for-TV movie about a mother that becomes possessed. The one scared me as a child. Wakes her up and oh my
boy.
gosh. Wakes her up and her eyes are glowing. That's creepy. Man.
We vote for personal strange hauntings. I cannot say I've done that. I've had some strange experiences, but they were not that strange.
Oh, Lost Boys, Roberta. Good one.
Lost Boys. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I'm just catching up here. Hauntings. I don't know if I've had any personal hauntings. I've had unexplained events.
Unexplained phenomena.
That I'm not sure they were
Government denies knowledge.
shut up. I'm not sure that they were weird enough to fall under a hauntings category.
I never saw anything I couldn't explain, although I've seen some strange things in the sky. So, what can I say?
Christine will
Tequila worm?
Tequila worm. Yep.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
I'm thinking of that whole episode of Rod Serling's Night Gallery with the worm. Oh
my gosh.
Weird, man.
Barbara Steele. Oh my gosh. I wish Zach was watching.
Oh, yeah. But definitely.
We have a friend who would be over the moon at all of these comments, but he's probably not watching now.
It's
if you're watching, chime in.
Please.
I'm just saying.
But definitely a big vote for Black Sunday and also for a film called Black Sabbath. Yeah, inspiration behind the band, which was a trilogy picture. 3 different directors delivering 3 different stories. It's actually quite good for such things. Big
Dina,
fun.
I did do a Christine cocktail earlier, which was 2 ounces of vodka, ½ ounce Campari, ½ ounce black cherry juice, ½ ounce fresh lemon juice. Shake with ice, straight into a cocktail glass.
Bang.
The Christine.
The Christine was good.
I liked it.
Christine was good.
The Christine was good. Suddenly so quiet.
Talk for a second, folks. Well.
Vincent Price. Oh my gosh, Vincent Price. Twilight Zone. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, it's so good, Dina. Yeah, definitely. Errol had an unexplained situation at the farm. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, your dad would not be amused, although your dad
no.
might be a little puzzled. He should be a little puzzled.
Nope.
If things are going to open themselves, I'm just saying. Never has a castle of blood. Oh, yes!
Blood. Oh my gosh.
Now you're talking.
I wish we could show movies and...
I would show whatever are going on the DVD, and I would show stuff we're going on from the Super 8, because there's a lot of fun.
I wish we could do that.
I would love to have Super 8 Fest.
We can't do that. Like, they won't let us.
All the DJs are talking vinyl. I gotta spin these 45s. Could we possibly spin some Super 8 pictures? That would be fun.
I think we could probably do that. I'm just thinking, like, if we had, like, a watching party or something, I gotta figure out how to make that work. Yeah. Oh, Salem's Lot. Yep.
Oh, Salem's. Yep.
Toby Hooper. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Wait. He's scrolling the other way.
Yep. Oh, Vincent Price. Yeah. The Earwig. Absolutely. Thank you, Amy. Yeah, that's a really creepy picture. I think it's Richard Haydn who's in that one.
Oh my gosh!
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
I love him.
But definitely. What's the cat looking at? I'm thinking.
Jeepers Creepers! I haven't seen that.
I remember talking to my mother about these horror type pictures, and the name Val Lewton came up. If he is not mentioned in this, wow, he really should be. And that's things like cat people. I mean, these are pictures where people go into a people take a car into a tunnel, and then there's a long pause before anything happens, and you're like, oh, what's happening? Yeah, creepy.
Wow.
And ultimately, that's like the same vibe happens with Night of the Living Dead. It's about a lot of pauses before things happen. And,
yes.
And really cheap things. And that's why that succeeds so well. It was made by a television crew in Pittsburgh. There's not a lot going on. It works. You also have a protagonist who knows what he's doing.
Oh, Amy says someone I know is showing vintage Halloween cartoons on Saturday morning. I would love to know whether those are copyright or copyright free. Because I would love to do like a watching party where we all watch something and comment, but, you know.
Ultimately,
copyright.
Any one of these things is probably under copyright. Just bear that in mind. If you can demonstrate it is not, then you're scot-free. And we did that once, but I don't recommend trying to do that. It's a lot of work.
I don't recommend trying to do it twice.
A lot of work.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Just saying. So, big fun going through. I'm double fisting here. You're down to like a little bit of that stuff.
I know.
Just saying. Blah, blah, blah.
Might need a little more of this stuff.
Well, we might. So, folks, ultimately, let's keep going with horror because we are still not completely onto Halloween. And
we're not. Yeah, no, we got days until Halloween.
Even if we were past Halloween, the horror will continue, and you know that is true. But tomorrow, the horror will continue because we will have the DJ Stately Wayne Manor.
Yes.
And the DJ Hardly Quinn, who is not hardly, she is totally. She is going to be dedicated to making this happen with a lot of great stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Follow the link above to go to the Tiki Arizona Oasis DJ set, and you can find us.
Tomorrow.
We will be here from 10 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time until midnight. Well, if that isn't Halloween, I don't know what it is. And that will give you some great stuff.
Okay, Lisa
the DJs will be mixing. We will be mixing, and fun stuff will happen.
I gotta get this in there. Lisa mentioned Mystery Science Theater. My favorite. I love Mystery Science Theater so much, which is probably why it takes Paul and me, I don't know, 4 hours to get through a 90-minute movie because we have to stop it and comment and stop it and comment and stop it and comment. So
we watched some pretty cheap stuff, which deserves commentary. Just saying.
Your spirit animals. Oh, here we go. 2 Val Lewton double features. Baron von Frankenstein. Here we go.
I walked with a zombie.
Riddle of
Yes.
the Dead.
And the body snatcher.
Walked with a zombie. Oh my gosh.
Too great.
Our Luddite friends would be so proud. Yay! Tune in or drop dead. I love it. Where's my phone? Oh, here it is. Oh, my phone battery's about to die.
Oh, it's close.
All right.
All right,
I'm at
folks.
10%. We gotta go.
All right, folks. This has been so great to have you here. It's so nice to have you here
Yes.
together.
Yes. I'm not laughing at that. I'm just laughing because this has been super fun.
Because the reference is of course very intense. We've heard about some great horror stuff we need to investigate. If you are looking at these comments right now, even in rebroadcast, take a look at what these people are saying. They know cool stuff.
Yes.
We told you about some stuff we love. You told us about some stuff that you love.
Yes. Which I love. I'm glad I had that idea.
Dearly appreciate because we can't watch everything. Every year we watch the Poland Halloween special. That's horrifying enough. And then there's Rock Devil Rock, which is another sort of bit of gore,
season,
which I cannot even explain. Yep. But then there are all these other things. We haven't even gotten into the Evil Dead. But anyway, so.
Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh, Roberta had personalized license plates. I love that. That's fantastic.
So cool. Well,
super cool.
Obviously,
all right, so we will be here tomorrow night with DJ Stately Wayne Manor and DJ Hardly Quinn. And he dropped the link, so if you would like to join us for a little Halloween party,
please
follow the link.
Just check up the conversation. You'll find the link. Absolutely. If you have any questions, how do I do this? Drop that on us tomorrow. We will get you the link. If that's going. Not that hard.
Friday, we will be here with, speaking of Halloween, we will be here with Tony Perkins's tuna salad.
That sounds like 3 Tony Perkins.
Tony Perkins's tuna salad. And over the weekend, Glendora will be here. Probably Saturday, because I think she wants to wear her Halloween costume.
She might occur. Well, she has the ultimate Halloween costume, so...
Exactly. She can just shut it down.
There you go.
When you've got the best Halloween costume, do you make others in the future?
Why bother?
Why bother? Anyway.
As always, it has been fantastic to see you all here.
Thank you for joining us.
90 minutes.
So much fun for us.
On a Wednesday. With fantastic stuff. And under these current conditions in the United States, I'm glad that you could be with us. And we can give you a little bit of fun. And...
that made me think of Singing in the Rain, but that's for another broadcast.
Mm-hmm. But as always, we will see you here Friday and Monday and Tuesday.
And possibly tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
That would be really fun.